Do you have to move your hips when you're dancing salsa? Hey guys, welcome to another salsa vlog. Today we're going to talk about a question that my students often ask me, which is, do you have to move your hips when you're dancing salsa? So let me answer this question like this. If you're a total beginner who's only taken a couple of lessons, maybe you're watching a couple of YouTube videos trying to understand the basic steps, and now you're worried about how you look and should you be moving your hips, you look stiff. The answer to you in this particular moment in time is no, you shouldn't worry about moving your hips when you're dancing salsa. You are right now starting to learn the basic steps. You're practicing, you're learning to coordinate your feet and your hands, you're learning a couple of turns. Right now you're probably feeling overwhelmed. Coordinating the steps with the turns require a lot of mental focus. At this point, you don't have the mental capacity to add an extra thing to focus on. You're focusing on your feet, your hands, and then to focus on the hips is a lot to ask from you at this point. Plus, on top of that, it takes a lot of coordination. It's not just moving the hips for the sake of moving the hips. There's actually a method and technique to body movement that you could do in practice, but right now in this moment in time, that's not your goal. Your goal should be to learn the basics, then you need to learn a couple of turn patterns, you need to learn a couple of moves, and slowly get comfortable with that. Be able to do that completely relaxed and free up the mind to then start to worry about other things. It might not even be body movement after that. It might just be the fact that you add more moves to your repertoire. Then you start focusing on more technical things. But at the beginning, you don't want to rush, and don't worry about how you look at the beginning. Worry about your steps, worry about being a good leader at first before you start to worry about it. In fact, worry about the timing, being able to count and being on time with the music all the time before you even worry about body movement, okay? Don't worry about that for now. Now, if you're an intermediate dancer who's looking to move up and take your dancing to the next level, take body movement and shine seriously. That is gonna give you the biggest amount of progress in the soonest amount of time. It's probably what you're lacking. You're probably really good right now at doing a lot of moves, at doing a lot of turn patterns. The footwork is not a problem for you. You have a big enough repertoire. And now it's time to start focusing in on a little bit more on the aesthetics, but not just the aesthetics. You want to focus on the body mechanics of what goes into actually doing the body movement. At the beginning, nobody taught me that. And even though, yes, at the beginning I looked stiff and robotic, and all I did was do a lot of turn patterns, and it didn't particularly look like I was dancing, that's what I needed to get in that moment. I needed to learn that, understand that, master it, or at least get really comfortable with that, and start to slowly relax so that my mind can free up and start to progress into the next things. So if you're at that point where you're an intermediate dancer and you want to progress, now start to look into shines. Now start to look into body movement. Start to see how you could incorporate more shines, more body movement, but also start to study the technique of it. Start to understand what makes the body move a certain way. Why are the hips moving? I have a full course on that. I learned this from my instructor, Frankie Martinez, watching him and going to his classes, learning his philosophy, learning how he steps, learning how everything comes from the feet. But anyway, what I'm saying might be confusing right now. Just check out my course on my website. It's latindancemovement.com/online, where I have a free course. I'm gonna take you from zero experience in body movement. You're gonna be looking stiff at the beginning, progress you through all the exercises that you need so that you start to develop awareness and you start to develop range of motion in your joints so that you could then start to do the body movement, moving the hips, the rib cage, the hands, the arms and stuff like that as you're dancing. It is a process though. took me a really long time, and I'm still working on it every day. And if you're an advanced dancer who is looking to progress even more, start to think, now the body mechanics are coming a lot more natural to you. Now you don't have to worry about them. Now you got the body movement down. So what's next is you have to be able to now take those skills and tools that you have as tools of creation, as tools of expression, and being able to play with emotions and ranges of expressions into your dance so that the whole dance doesn't look the same all the time. Just like a musician is able to evoke emotions or elicit emotions or play with certain emotions, same thing with your dancing. You're able to do the same. You just need to now use the tools that you have to be able to do that in your dance. That's where it gets really complicated and artistic, and that's the beauty of dancing when it becomes this tool of expression. It no longer is something athletic. It no longer is just about the mechanics. Now we're expressing ourselves with the tools that we have through the art of, in this case, Latin dance. Okay guys, so I hope you enjoyed that video. I'm practicing for the World Salsa Summit for 2019. Today, I had an okay mediocre practice. It didn't go so well. I recorded myself. I didn't like how I looked, but to me what that means is that my eyes are seeing that something is not right, and I know there are bigger possibilities as to what's available for me. I just gotta now push myself and train myself and explore, and it all takes time and it all takes patience, and these are the cycles that you go through as you're getting better. You're gonna go good, then you're gonna hit a plateau, then you're gonna start to see how you can evolve, and then little by little the answers come to you. But it's not something that it's like, bam, you're better, bam, you're better every day, just like that. Like you're a lot massively better. You're looking to make like 0.05% improvements every day, okay? Hey guys, listen, if you love this video, leave it a thumbs up, share with somebody that you think is interested in learning how to dance salsa, or it's just a fan or somebody who's part of the community. Subscribe here for more salsa content, and I'll see you next time. Thank you guys for watching.